Megan Tapper, Danielle Williams, Ackera Nugent. The Jamaican 100-meter hurdlers sail into the semi-finals. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to go. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. To drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, the Jamaicans, Ackera Nugent, the national champion, Megan Tapper, and Danielle Williams, the former world champion, all sailed into the semi-finals. But it was Ackera Nugent, who won her heat against her arch nemesis, Messiah Russell. This was in heat number 1. Both Ackera Nugent and Messiah Russell ran 12.60 to make it through to that semi-final. And I'm going to be honest, they both looked really, really good, really comfortable. In the beginning of the race, I would say that it was a pretty even start. We can't show the actual race, so I'm just showing you stills from the race. As you can see here, because both girls are literally side by side. You see the yellow, you see the American colors, they're side by side. And it was pretty much like that. Between about hurdle number 4 and hurdle number 8, they sort of moved back and forth, but it was Ackera Nugent who got it in the end. It was a great race, good look. Both girls looked really, really comfortable. Kind of reminded me of this race.
And a good start for Messiah Russell, but Armstrong is right there. Russell's already hitting hurdles. It's Armstrong, now here comes Nugent. It's going to be Nugent. Russell coming back, but it's too late. Ackera Nugent wins it. Russell's second, Armstrong third.
Now, Messiah Russell has not beaten Ackera Nugent in a major competition, meaning in the NCAA's indoor 60-meter hurdles, it was Ackera Nugent who won, and in the outdoor 100-meter hurdles, it was Ackera Nugent who won. Now, I'm not saying that means that's what's going to happen in the finals, or if they're even going to make it through to the finals, but I just found it interesting that both women were in the first heat, and they're pretty much arch nemesis, and I mean that in a nice way. In heat number 2, it was Nia Ali who came out the victor, and she also looked sparkingly. People, I don't know what's going on with my tongue today. Ali, who's one of the fastest in the world this year, she won in 12.55 and looked kind of comfortable doing so. The Polish Pia, I'm not even going to try to pronounce her surname. She came second in a 12.65. But the big statement in the heats was made by the former world record holder, the American Kendra Harrison. In heat number 3, she threw down the fastest time in the world so far for the 2023 season. She ran an astounding 12.24 ahead of Charlton of the Bahamas. Charlton in the process broke the national record for the Bahamas, running 12.44. Then it was a time for Camacho Quinn, unbeaten pretty much throughout the entire season. I think she might have been tied for one race. This was in heat number 4. Quinn won comfortably with a time of 12.50 ahead of the Netherlands' Nadine Visser, who came second in 12.68. Then it was a time for the world record holder and world champion Toby Amerson and Jamaica's Megan Tapper, the national champion. Well, this was heat number 5, and Amerson ran and won in 12.48 with Jamaica's Megan Tapper running and coming second in 12.51. The Nigerian sensation had this to say in her post-race interview.
At one point, it seemed as if you would not have been here to defend your title. Recent issues with the AIU. How were you able to stay focused and motivated to come to these championships?
At this point, I'm here at the championship, so I'm here focusing on what needs to be done.
What's the plan of action? What advice have you gotten from your Jamaican coach, Lacina Golden-Clark?
That's between me and my Jamaican coach. I'm just out here executing.
What should we expect in the semis, Toby?
Expect whatever you see on the clock.
What sort of shape are you in this season? How would you assess your shape now compared to the previous season?
Like I said, execution, and you see whatever you see on the clock.
Thanks a lot, Toby. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Toby,
Then national champion Megan Tapper spoke after her race. Well, she was in the same race, of course, with Toby Amusan.
So I'm grateful that I came out here and was able to execute a 12:51 for the heat, and I'm looking forward to semis.
Tell me about the race plan going in.
Well, it's just to keep the technique clean. It wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be, but thank God we have the semis coming up, and I plan to, tighten it up and go there stronger and better.
You've done a personal best to 12:44 this season already at the national championships. How much better are you looking to go?
The Lord's will, whatever is in His will for me is what I'm looking towards. I'm not putting any limits on Him, not putting any limits on me, just looking forward with bated breath. I'm expectant.
What's the plan of action for the semis, Megan?
Just to go out there, one, to have fun, not to put too much pressure, not to crumble under the pressure, but to just put God first, ask Him to, do what He does, and advance to the final.
All the best going forward.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. As expected, all the top-tier hurdlers went through with flying colors. It was not like last year when Nia Allen bowed out in the heats. With the exception of Kenny Harrison, who looked incredible, 12.24 people, I think is the 3rd or 4th fastest hurdle time in history. I think I'm right about that. And I know it's definitely the world lead. I was a little surprised that she did that. I don't know, maybe she's trying to make a statement, maybe she's trying to intimidate the other top tier athletes, but I don't think that really works with people at this level. I can't tell you what Toby Amusan has. In fact, I can't tell you what anyone has, because outside of Kendra Harrison, no one showed their hand. The new acts, Masai and Jamaica's Ackera Nugent, both looked actually really, really good. I'm expecting them to be competitive. Hopefully they get through to the finals. It would be nice to see some new blood infused. But the big guns, the Camacho Quinn, the Kendra Harrison, the Amusan, and I would like to think Jamaica's Megan Tapper. Of course, some of you are going to say, Peter, come on. But I'm a Jamaican, people, what do you expect? But seriously speaking, I can't tell you. Everybody looked good. Everybody looked completely in control. Like I said, the only surprise I saw was Kendra Harrison. I did not expect that 12.24, but then I'm not even sure if she expected it, because in my eyes, she looked a little surprised herself. But they all look good. We're in for a heck of a run. And put it this way, I think we have a race. I have no. You heard it in the interview that Amusan was very cagey, very smart. Really didn't answer any of the questions. So we know no more now than we did at the beginning of that interview. And Tapper was pretty much the same. Tapper looked good. They all looked really, really good. So I can't even tell you who I'm thinking. I'm hoping that the youngsters get through to the finals. It would be nice to see what they do, meaning Ackera Nugent and Masai Russell. I'm a huge fan of Ackera Nugent. You know that, and I'm also a fan of Masai Russell. But it's going to be really interesting. So there you have it. All the top tier athletes safely through to the semifinals, and Jamaica's 3 top hurdlers, Ackera Nugent. And I should say Ackera Nugent was the only one who actually won her heat. Great look. So Ackera Nugent, Megan Tapper, and Danielle Williams safely through to the semifinals. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like button. Remember, you're royals, kings, and queens. Bless up!